Welcome back to the Simple Human Design podcast. My name is Charlie, and today we're going to be talking about self-worth and decision-making processes. So, how are these two things connected? So, every single moment of our day, we make micro decisions in our lives. We choose what to eat, whether to stand up, whether to work, whether to do our laundry, what to put in our mouth, what to drink, etc. And each of these micro decisions can lead us to a life of flow and ease. If we make these decisions that are not good for us and that we haven't made through our internal and our own decision-making process or our authority in the human design system, then we're going to be full of resistance. We're going to have energy trapped inside our bodies. We're going to be putting things in our mouths that maybe, is emotionally driven, for example. So I always love to talk about the decision-making process in the human design system, which is your authority. So one of the first things you learn in the human design system when you first come to it is your type. So projector, reflector, that kind of thing. Then your strategy and your authority. And one of the things we always say as human design experts is, when someone is making a decision or when someone is, going about their lives and they're doing this and they're doing that, we always say to them, okay, so forget about the rest of your chart, forget about what your chart says in terms of your energy and your your personality and what gates you have and what lines you have and all this stuff. Forget about that for a moment and just come back to the main thing that you want to think about in your human design experiment, which is what is your strategy and authority. Right? And this is going to be different to a lot of people, but your authority really is the most amazing part of you, and it's the most amazing part of the human design system. This is where the human design system really can meet, have science meet spirituality, right? This is where your body, the genius part of you, the cells in your body that's not your ego mind, this is the part of you that essentially is the most intelligent part of you. Okay, so what do I mean by that? So our ego minds run the show, right? We make decisions based on strategy and logic. Somebody invites us to, come on a podcast and we say yes because strategically it makes sense. Somebody invites us to, go for dinner with them. Could be a business contact, could be a friend, etc. And our logical mind, our ego mind says, yeah, okay, this is, yes, might as well, let's do it. And we are in a society where we say yes to a lot of things, and we also say yes because we are also people pleasing as well. So we are in a society of inherent people pleasers. We like to say yes to everything because we like to appear like we are amicable and fun and engaging. And actually what this leads to is a society that's a little bit burnt out. We're a little bit fed up of potentially some of the people that we hang around with. They're not, quite the right people. We're a little bit fed up of how much money we're spending if we're saying yes to social engagements all the time. And it just leads us to a place of frustration. It leads us to a place of bitterness or of anger or of disappointment, actually. And this is where we really need to start to set our own boundaries and to really start listening to the most intelligent part of us, which is our bodies and not our ego mind. So we want to be driven by the intelligence of our bodies and what is best for us in that moment at that time, and not what is best logically, strategically, or best for our egos. right? And you can use the human design system to start to do this. So the authority or the decision-making process in the human design system is your personal authority, and it is here to help you to understand how you can connect to your body and to be able to really make decisions that are best for you. Now, I've already spoken a little bit about authority in the episode that I did around the strategy of the manifesting generator and the generator, because their strategy is intrinsically connected to their authority, right? They might not have sacral authority, they might have emotional authority, but the way that they go about their decision making, or their micro decisions that they make on a daily basis, that's all connected to the sacral response. So if you are a sacral being, go back and listen to that episode. It's about the sacral strategy to respond. And if you're not a sacral being, then I want you to take a look into your authority in the human design system. And I want you to dive into it really deeply, because it's gonna start to help you to understand how you are here to make decisions. And believe me, you're not going to get it right first time. Nobody is, regardless of what type of authority you are. You're not going to get it right first time. But what you can do is you can start to look at every decision that you've ever made in life, and you can say, yeah, okay, so I made that using my authority. I was right, and this is what happened because of it. Or you can make a list of places where you haven't made a decision with your authority. Maybe you've made it from strategy or logic or fear potentially as well. And you can take a look at that list and you can say, right, that didn't happen with my authority, and this is what happened after that. This is the consequences of what happened because I made that decision using something different. So you can start to really piece together where in your life you've gone, you've made a mistake, and it's okay about making a mistake, because remember, a mistake is just simply a mistake, right? You have another chance to, most of the time we have another chance to sort it out. Like when we go to a restaurant, for example, we might choose something that actually isn't that tasty. It's not a problem. It's not the end of the world. We can either have something at home or choose something better next time. It's fine. But when we are using our authority to make those micro decisions every single day, and this creates alignment and flow and ease, it creates satisfaction, it creates success, it creates peace, right? And also surprise as well. So when we have these feelings, our self-worth just automatically increases. So this is how our authority and our decision-making process is intrinsically connected to our self-worth. And once we start to use it and we start to have conscious awareness of, okay, so yes, I made a decision right then. It was the right decision for me. I made it with my authority. This was, amazing. And this is the magic that came from that. That's when we can start to really see ourselves. That's when we can start to really see the worthiness that we have within ourselves. That's when other people get to see how amazing we are as well, because we get this magnetism and this energy that just lights us up. So when you make a decision, just have that conscious awareness of, okay, I made that decision, with that sacral response or with that splenic authority. It was the right decision. I'm really pleased that I got that right. Or if it wasn't the right decision, again, just have that conscious awareness of, okay, so this is how it felt. This is what a no feels like in my body to me. So you can go forwards and make decisions on a daily basis, whether it's a micro decision or an actual real, decision that you need to make in your life or your business. And you can go forward and you can make decisions easier. You can make life easier for yourself by using that amazing genius of your body, and just bring yourself back into alignment. And we all have days where we're not in alignment, but as soon as you bring yourself back to your strategy and your authority, this is when magic starts to happen, and this is when your self-worth will grow. So thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Simple Human Design podcast. I will see you in the next episode. And if you've got any comments or questions, please don't be afraid to DM me. My DMs are always open.